Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emma. These are my Allotment Diaries. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've also got some other ways that you can follow me just down below in the description bar, so feel free to go and check those out. I am filming to you on my new camera today, which I'm still learning how to use because I just filmed this and it didn't actually film. So just keeping things real. Also, you are still balanced on a peanut butter jar, so keeping things real as usual around here, but there we go, I've updated my camera, so hopefully you can see me a little bit clearer now. It's May, everyone. I'm so excited. I'm going to be putting out my tomato plants in the Polytunnel today, and now because it's May and we're kind of over like the frost and everything, hopefully, where I am, I'm in South London in the UK, so fingers crossed all the frost is kind of gone for this year now. So I'm going to be putting out my pumpkins, my sunflowers, and all of my kind of tender, vulnerable plants are going to start going out this month, starting with my tomatoes because they are looking very leggy and not very happy. They've been stuck in these little pots for a long time, which is amazing. They've done so good. I'm so proud of them, but it's time to get them out in the Polytunnel. So that's what we're going to do today. How do I stop this? So before I get into the planting of the tomatoes, I just wanted to show you those broccolis that I got out the other day, and I put these scouring pads around them to try and stop the slugs and snails, and I thought I'd give you an update. Of how they're doing, and I'm happy to say that they all survived. Ignore him, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Right, have a look at these. I believe that none of these have had any slug damage at all whatsoever. None of them. Can you believe it? And even this one actually that I didn't put a scouring pad round, and I don't know what that means for the experiment, but I don't think it means anything good, because I think that probably means, well, I don't know, let's not speculate on that. Let's not speculate, but the point is that they're all alive, all doing really well. Right, here we are in the Polytunnel. So still trying to work out how to use this blooming camera. Right, here we are in the Polytunnel. It's still standing, everyone. It did not fall down. I brought some boxes over with me because I'm going to make the beds all around the edge of the Polytunnel, and I'm going to make it a no dig. So I'm going to use cardboard as my base, and I've got these great big boxes here. Come on, camera, no! Oh god, why am I upside down? So here's my boxes, and big cardboard boxes which are going to go around the side, and I've got this multi-purpose compost, which is my favourite one to buy from B&Q. It's got no peat, and I've never had a problem with it. Like I said, every time I say that, somebody says they have a problem with this compost. I think you just have to find the compost that's right for you. I had not had a problem with the B&Q multi-purpose peat-free compost before. Everything grows in it really, really well, and I'm really happy with it. So you just got to find what works for you. But anyway, let's get the boxes down first. Where's the off? Next thing to do is to water that, because I want to be planting into this pretty like today basically. I want to make sure that the cardboard's really wet and starts to decompose quite quickly, so I'm going to water it all. The only problem is we haven't had any rain, so I haven't got much water. This is where my water is in here. Normally it's right to the top, but look, it's right at the bottom now. We've just had no rain at all. Feels a bit weird doing that, but apparently that's what you're supposed to do, so that's what we've done. So we've done that. Now we're just going to whack on the compost and put the plants in. Normal stuff, you know. so beautiful. Oh, give us light in it. Right, so it's looking like this at the moment. How beautiful does that look? So exciting. Obviously this in the middle here will become a path. Oh, sorry. It will become a path as soon as I get my hands on some wood chip, but I'm really happy with how this is looking. So I can sort of walk in, have all my tomatoes and peppers and things around like that. Brilliant. Now, there is one more thing that I'm going to do before I plant my tomatoes in. It's something I've never done before. I've never bothered to do before, but I've seen a lot of people doing it, and I'm going to do it with my tomatoes, and I will show you why and what it is now. So what it is it's this. It's a weed membrane that you put down, and what I'm going to do is cut holes and grow my tomatoes within this weed membrane. And there's two reasons why I'm going to do that. The first reason is because tomato plants are subject to blight, and there's a lot of blight around this plot. Last year, like, everybody's tomatoes went down with blight. So blight comes from, I think it's the rainwater that brings it down, and it's in the soil, and the soil splashes onto the plants. So by putting this around it, basically it won't touch any of the soil won't get to the leaves. Does that make sense? And secondly, because I want to stop weeds. I don't like weeds, and weeds and tomato plants don't really mix because they don't like their roots being disturbed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try it anyway. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I've never done this before, so this is a bit of an experiment, but I've seen so many people doing it, so it must be right. Right, so what we'll do is, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. Where's my scissors gone? Again. I was just using them. Oh. Weird, doesn't it? I don't know if this is right. It looks weird. It doesn't look like this is supposed to happen. Let's tuck it under there. Well, we'll find out. So here is my box of homegrown tomatoes. I'm not looking at the camera, so sorry. So here is my box of homegrown tomatoes, which I've grown from a seed. Can't believe it. It's the first year that they've worked this well, and they're all different varieties. So I've got the, I want to lean on something, hang on. Oh my gosh. So I've got orange ones and big cherry ones and the Gardener's Delight and all sorts of things. If you look back on one of my videos, I'm sure I'll show you what I sowed, but obviously I lost all the labels. So but it doesn't matter because tomatoes are all tomatoes, they can all live together in harmony. All looking pretty good, I think. I think that's all right. So with a tomato, you can bury them down to the first leaves. You can bury them quite deep actually, because they will develop roots out of their stem wherever you put them. You can also pick the bits off. You know, when you cut them, you can just plant them and they'll just grow. So they're pretty good plants, tomatoes. I've got loads here. So I'm going to whack them on and see where, like, the spacing and stuff, because they are quite big plants, I think. I don't know if they are or not. I mean, they look like they're going to be big plants because these are still babies. And they're quite big, aren't they? Right, let's whack them on. Let's move you so you can see what I'm doing. What are you doing, Emma? We can't see. Yes, you can. Oh gosh, how many tomatoes does one person need? This is a lot of tomatoes, Emma. This is a lot. This is a lot. Right, so this is obviously a bit of an experiment because I've never grown anything like this before. So I'm assuming what I do is I cut a hole in here, like that. Maybe a bit bigger than that. Yeah, that's looking a bit more. So there's a hole there, right? You see the hole? Excellent, good. We're all on the same page. Where's my shovel gone? Oh God, why do I keep losing everything? I'm sitting on it. Right, okay. So we'll dig a hole. It's going to have to go through the cardboard. That's the problem. Is that a problem? Is it a problem if you have to dig through the cardboard? I don't think so. I can't even get through the cardboard. Oh, for God's sakes, I'm going to have to cut a hole through the cardboard. That can't be right, can it? That's not right. Right, well, this isn't right. But if it still grows, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, well, it wasn't right, but it still grew, so what can you do? Right, I'm in the cardboard now. I'm cutting a hole in the cardboard, which I've just made a no-dig bed out of, so that was bloody pointless, wasn't it? Right, we're going to keep going because we've committed now, so we might as well follow it through. So I've got the hole, I'll tip that upside down, get him out. Come on mate, out you come. Oh, great. Oh wow, look at the roots on him. That is one happy plant, or is it an unhappy plant? I don't know. Let's just get him in. Right, in you go. Alright, you're now in. But will you live? Right, he's in. There we go. I don't know if that's right. I don't know if that's right, but it's what we've done. So we're going to keep going because we've committed now. We've committed to this. So we'll just whack a few of those in and see what happens. You know, sometimes when I do things in gardening, I do it and I think it just doesn't feel right, like this feels wrong what I'm doing right now, and sometimes that's because it is wrong and I've just completely mucked up. But sometimes it's just because I've never done it before and it seems odd to me. So like when I first started at this allotment plot, there was a lady a few plots down who was watering cardboard on her beds, and I looked at it and I remember even saying to the camera, that don't feel right, what on earth is happening there? Anyway, 3 years later, here I am watering my own cardboard because now I understand why she was doing that, but at the time it just felt wrong. So I like learning firsthand. I think it's exciting and it's my hobby and I love it. So I don't panic if I make mistakes, because in gardening, mistakes are always forgivable. I mean, not from the individual plant, the plant will die, but there's always next year, there's always another seed, there's always another thing that you can do. You can go and buy the plant from the garden centre and put it in. So it's quite a forgiving hobby, really. You can't go that wrong. Let me go. Come on. If this works, this will be a great idea. This will be amazing because I won't get any blight and all the weeds will stay away and it'll be quite clean in here as well. But if it doesn't work, they'll all die and that'd be really sad, but I'll get over it. You know? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Oh no. Oh. Look at that. How do I keep breaking my blooming tools? Look at that. It's like a banana. Every time. No. Joking. Oh my god. I don't know how it happened. I swear I don't know how it happened. Tools just hate me. How am I supposed to dig this now? It's so ridiculous. So this is what we've done, and what we've done is what we've done, and they're now in the ground. Looking a little bit strange with this around it, but I do hope this is a good idea. A couple here are just out of it, just because I ran out of strength and will with them, because this is what happened to my spade. So I had to dig with that. So best case scenario, they grow and give me tomatoes. Worst case scenario, they all die. But the point is they're in, and I've never done this before, so this is going to be really interesting this year just to see how they do. Now in terms of support, I've got some canes that I'm going to use, and I'm going to bring them from home and cane them all. Last year I did do the string thing where you tie string and then you tie the string to the top, but I just found that the string went really floppy and stuff, so I'm going to use canes this year. But that's it, that's the job done. Tomatoes are out. hope you enjoyed my vlog today. I hope you let me know if you're planting your tomatoes out anywhere, and I will be back in my next vlog, which will be on Friday, and then hopefully it'll be 3 times a week again. I've got lots and lots to get planting out, and probably so have you, because it is the month of May. So if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, and hopefully my tomatoes won't die. I'll see you in my next vlog, which will be on Friday, guys. See you Friday. Bye.